Tell me, have you ever found yourself standing in the produce aisle, wondering if that vibrant piece of fruit holds some secret key to unlocking more energy, a sharper mind, or perhaps easing those nagging aches that seem to have become unwelcome companions? We hear so much about superfoods and miracle ingredients, don't we? It's easy to feel a surge of hope, thinking, maybe this is the simple answer I've been looking for. But what if I told you that while nature's bounty is undeniably powerful, the idea of a single miracle fruit, or even 7 of them, solving all our age-related concerns might be, well, a little too simplistic. We're constantly bombarded with information, aren't we? Eat this for your brain. Drink that for your heart. And while there's often a kernel of truth, could focusing too intently on individual miracle items cause us to miss the bigger picture? Could it even, dare I say, lead us down a path where we overlook other crucial aspects of our health, or perhaps even ignore potential downsides? Today, we're going to look at some fruits often lauded for their benefits, especially for those of us embracing our wiser years. We'll acknowledge the good they can do, absolutely, but more importantly, we're going to ask the tougher questions. We'll explore what the science really says beyond the headlines. We'll consider if there are caveats, things to watch out for, and how these foods fit into a truly balanced and sensible approach to health. This isn't about debunking, but about empowering you with a more complete understanding. Because isn't making informed choices what true self-care is all about? So settle in, perhaps with a cup of herbal tea, and let's explore this together, moving beyond the hype to find genuine, practical wisdom. First up, those little blue dynamos, blueberries, often crowned the brainberry. And yes, there's certainly something to that. We hear about memory, how it can sometimes feel like it's playing hide and seek with us as the years go by. Names, appointments, why we walked into a room, sound familiar? The claim is that blueberries, packed with those antioxidants called anthocyanins, the pigments giving them that gorgeous deep blue, can help protect our precious brain cells from something called oxidative stress. Think of it as cellular rust, caused by the wear and tear of living. And some studies do suggest a link between regular blueberry consumption and improvements in memory or cognitive function in seniors. That's encouraging, isn't it? But here's where we need to add a layer of our own insight. How many blueberries are we talking about? Is a sprinkle on your cereal once a week going to turn back the cognitive clock? Likely not. Consistency and quantity matter. And are all blueberries created equal? You might wonder about organic versus conventional, especially with berries, which can sometimes carry pesticide residues. If your budget allows, choosing organic, or at least washing them very thoroughly, is a prudent step. Furthermore, while anthocyanins are fantastic, are blueberries the only source, or even the most potent way to support brain health? What about the omega-3 fatty acids in salmon or walnuts, or the B vitamins found in leafy greens and whole grains? The brain is a complex organ, and it thrives on a variety of nutrients. Relying solely on blueberries as a brain miracle might mean we neglect other vital dietary components. And what about their impact on heart health? Yes, improved circulation and potentially lower blood pressure are often mentioned. But again, this is part of a broader cardiovascular picture. Are we also managing our sodium intake, getting enough fiber from other sources, staying active? These elements work in concert. Blueberries can be a wonderful part of that symphony, but they aren't the entire orchestra. So the question to ask ourselves isn't just, are blueberries good for me? But how can I incorporate blueberries into an already smart brain and heart-healthy lifestyle. They are indeed low in calories, high in fiber, and delicious. Enjoy them, but see them as a valuable team player, not a solo superstar. What are your favorite ways to enjoy blueberries, and have you noticed any benefits yourself? I'd be curious to hear. Now, let's peel back the layers on the humble banana. Affordable, accessible, and generally well-loved. It's often touted as nature's gentle energy boost, and for good reason. That potassium content? Absolutely vital for heart health, helping to regulate blood pressure and support a steady heartbeat. This is especially important as we age, when blood pressure concerns can become more prominent. And yes, bananas provide quick energy thanks to their natural sugars, glucose, fructose, and sucrose. This can be a boon when you need a little pick-me-up, certainly better than a processed sugary snack that leads to an inevitable crash. But here's a crucial point often glossed over. For individuals managing diabetes or blood sugar levels, even natural sugars need to be accounted for. A whole banana can contain a fair amount of sugar and carbohydrates. Does this mean you should avoid them? Not necessarily, but portion size and pairing it with some protein or healthy fat to slow sugar absorption might be wise. Have you discussed fruit intake with your doctor or a dietitian if blood sugar is a concern for you? Then there's muscle health. Potassium and magnesium in bananas are indeed helpful for preventing muscle cramps and supporting function. But what if you're taking certain medications, like ACE inhibitors or some diuretics? These can affect your potassium levels, and adding too much dietary potassium without medical guidance could potentially be problematic. It's a perfect example of how even a healthy food needs to be considered within the context of your individual health profile. It's always worth a quick chat with your doctor or pharmacist about potential interactions, isn't it? The fiber in bananas, particularly the prebiotic inulin, is excellent for gut health, feeding those beneficial bacteria. A happy gut contributes to so much, from digestion to immunity. But are bananas the only or best source of prebiotics? Chicory root, garlic, and onions, and asparagus are also fantastic. Again, variety is your friend. Their soft texture is a definite plus, especially, say, if dental issues or swallowing difficulties are present. They are undeniably convenient and nourishing. But the key takeaway here is context. A banana can be a wonderful part of a balanced diet. But is it a universal panacea? Perhaps not, without considering individual circumstances, especially regarding blood sugar and medication interactions. It's about smart consumption, not just blind consumption. The avocado, rich, creamy, and often celebrated for its healthy monounsaturated fats. And it's true, these fats are warriors against inflammation, which, as many of us know, can be a persistent troublemaker as we age. Think achy joints, stiffness, and that general feeling of wear and tear. The idea that an avocado can help soothe this from the inside out is certainly appealing. Vitamin E for skin health, promoting elasticity and moisture. Folate for cell regeneration, aiding in healing. Vitamin K for bone health, helping our bodies utilize calcium effectively. These are all valid points and contribute to the avocado's esteemed reputation. But let's pause and consider the bigger picture. The first thing that comes to my mind is calorie density. Avocados, while packed with goodness, are also quite high in calories and fat. Now, it's healthy fat, but calories are still calories. If weight management is part of your health goals, portion control with avocados is absolutely essential. A quarter or half an avocado might be a sensible serving, rather than consuming a whole one in a single sitting. Have you ever found yourself overdoing it with avocados simply because they taste so good and are healthy? It's an easy trap to fall into. Then there's the practical side: cost and ripeness. Avocados can be pricey, and catching them at that perfect stage of ripeness can feel like an art form in itself. This doesn't diminish their benefits, but it's a real-world consideration for many. What are your tricks for ripening avocados or storing them once they're perfect? And while vitamin K is great for bones, it's also a nutrient that can interact with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. If you're on such medication, a sudden, drastic increase in your vitamin K intake could interfere with its effectiveness. This is another instance where a conversation with your healthcare provider is paramount. It's not about avoiding avocados, but about maintaining a consistent intake so your medication can be managed appropriately. So yes, avocados are a fantastic source of beneficial fats and nutrients. They can be a delicious and healing addition to your diet. But let's enjoy them mindfully, considering portion sizes, overall caloric intake, and any potential medication interactions. They are a powerful tool, but like any tool, they need to be used wisely. Now, let's talk prunes, dried plums, for those unfamiliar. They might have an old-fashioned reputation, but they're often hailed, quite rightly, for their digestive benefits. That combination of soluble and insoluble fiber, plus the natural sugar alcohol sorbitol, can indeed be a gentle and effective remedy for constipation, a common complaint as our digestive systems tend to become a bit more deliberate with age. And the research into prunes and bone health is genuinely intriguing. Their content of vitamin K, magnesium, and boron does appear to support bone density, which is a significant concern, particularly for postmenopausal women. This is a wonderful example of how traditional wisdom can be backed by modern science. But as with all good things, moderation and awareness are key. That sorbitol, while helpful for drawing water into the intestines, can also cause gas, bloating, or digestive discomfort for some individuals, especially if you introduce too many prunes too quickly. If you're new to prunes, might it be wise to start with just 1 or 2 a day and see how your system responds before increasing the amount? Also, let's not forget that prunes are dried fruit, which means their sugars are concentrated. While they offer fiber that helps moderate sugar absorption, if you're carefully managing your sugar intake, it's something to be mindful of. A few prunes are great. A whole bag might be overdoing it. And while prunes contribute wonderfully to bone health, they aren't a standalone solution for preventing osteoporosis. Are you also ensuring adequate calcium and vitamin D intake? And what about weight-bearing exercise, which is absolutely crucial for stimulating bone strength? Prunes can be a valuable part of a bone health strategy, but they can't carry the load alone. So, prunes are indeed a powerhouse, but let's approach them with respect for their potency. Start slowly, be mindful of sugar, and see them as a supportive player in a comprehensive plan for digestive and bone health. Do you have any family remedies involving prunes that have been passed down? On to the kiwi, that fuzzy little fruit with the vibrant green interior. It's often lauded for having more vitamin C than an orange, and vitamin C is, of course, crucial for immune function, wound healing, and collagen production, all important aspects as we age. The enzyme actinidin in kiwi is also highlighted for its role in protein digestion, potentially easing issues like gas or bloating after a protein-rich meal. And its fiber content certainly contributes to a happy gut. The presence of potassium for heart health and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin for eye health are also noteworthy benefits. But let's dig a little deeper. While kiwi is an excellent source of vitamin C, are there individuals who might need to be cautious? For some people, kiwi can trigger oral allergy syndrome, a cross-reactivity with certain pollens leading to itching or tingling in the mouth. It's not incredibly common, but it's worth being aware of. And regarding vitamin C, while kiwi is a great source, many other fruits and vegetables also provide ample amounts. Think bell peppers, strawberries, broccoli, and citrus fruits. Is kiwi uniquely superior or one of many good options? Perhaps the latter. This emphasizes the beauty of a varied diet, ensuring you get a broad spectrum of nutrients from multiple sources. The digestive enzyme actinidin is interesting, but its impact can vary from person to person. If you don't experience digestive issues after eating protein, you might not notice a dramatic difference. It's a benefit certainly, but perhaps not a universal game changer for everyone. Kiwi is undoubtedly a nutrient-dense fruit. Its soft texture and refreshing taste make it a pleasant addition to many diets. But instead of singling it out as a miracle, perhaps we should see it as another valuable player on our team of healthy foods, contributing its unique set of benefits to our overall well-being. The question is, does it fit your preferences and dietary needs? Pomegranates, with those jewel-like seeds, are often described in almost mythical terms, particularly for heart health. They are indeed bursting with antioxidants like punicalagins, which are potent fighters against inflammation and oxidative stress, key culprits in heart disease. Studies have suggested benefits like lowered blood pressure and reduced plaque buildup in arteries. This sounds incredibly promising, doesn't it? The potential brain health benefits, protecting cells and possibly slowing cognitive decline, add to their allure. And for men, the links to prostate health are certainly worth noting. Even skin benefits, protecting against sun damage and promoting collagen, are mentioned. However, this is where we absolutely must exercise significant caution. Pomegranate, especially in juice form, can have powerful interactions with several common medications. Are you taking statins for cholesterol, blood pressure medications, blood thinners like warfarin? Pomegranate can affect how these drugs are metabolized by your body, potentially leading to increased side effects or altered effectiveness. This is not a minor consideration. It's a serious one. Before you start regularly consuming pomegranate, especially juice, if you're on any medication, a conversation with your doctor or pharmacist is not just advisable, it's essential. Have you ever considered that a healthy fruit juice could interfere with your medication? It's a crucial reminder. Also, when we talk about artery cleansing, it's important to understand that no single food can magically scrub your arteries clean. Cardiovascular health is incredibly complex, involving diet, exercise, genetics, and management of conditions like high cholesterol and blood pressure. Pomegranate might offer supportive benefits as part of a comprehensive, heart-healthy lifestyle, but the term cleanser can be a bit misleading and create unrealistic expectations. And let's differentiate between eating the whole arils and drinking the juice. The arils provide fiber, which is lost in most juices. Pomegranate juice can also be quite high in sugar, even if it's natural sugar. If you opt for juice, look for 100% juice without added sugars and consume it in moderation. And on a practical note, let's be honest, pomegranates can be a bit messy and time-consuming to prepare. This shouldn't deter you if you enjoy them, but it's a factor. So while pomegranates offer a wealth of antioxidants, the potential for medication interactions means they come with a significant proceed with caution label for many seniors. Always check with your healthcare provider. Finally, grapes. Small, sweet, and often touted for longevity, largely thanks to resveratrol, a compound found in the skin of red and purple grapes. Resveratrol is known for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, and yes, it's been studied for its potential in heart and brain health. Grapes helping to relax blood vessels, improve circulation, and being high in potassium are all positive attributes for cardiovascular wellness. Their lutein and zeaxanthin content is beneficial for eye health, similar to kiwi, and their high water content contributes to hydration. For those managing blood sugar, the news that grapes have a low to moderate glycemic index and contain fiber is reassuring, though moderation is still key. But let's temper the longevity claims with a dose of reality. The amount of resveratrol you get from eating a typical serving of grapes is relatively small compared to the doses often used in research studies. While every little bit helps, it's unlikely that eating grapes alone will dramatically extend your lifespan. Longevity is a multifaceted equation involving genetics, overall lifestyle, and healthcare access, isn't it? Another consideration with grapes, much like blueberries, is pesticide residue. Grapes consistently appear on lists of produce with higher pesticide levels. Washing them thoroughly is a must, and opting for organic, if it's within your means, can provide extra peace of mind. And like any sweet fruit, portion control is important, especially if you're mindful of your sugar intake. It's very easy to mindlessly eat a large bunch of grapes. Have you ever found yourself doing that? Grapes are a delightful, convenient, and nutrient-rich snack. They can certainly be part of a healthy aging strategy. But let's appreciate them for their tangible benefits: the vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and hydration they provide, rather than pinning unrealistic hopes on them as a standalone fountain of youth. True longevity comes from a tapestry of healthy habits. So, we've taken a closer look at these 7 fruits. Each one offers benefits. There's no denying that. But hopefully, what's become clear is that no single fruit is a magic bullet. The real magic, if there is any, lies in balance, variety, and an informed, holistic approach to your health. Relying on a small handful of superfruits while neglecting other aspects of your diet or lifestyle just won't cut it. What about all the other wonderful fruits and vegetables, each with its unique nutrient profile? What about lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats from other sources? Our bodies thrive on a diverse array of nutrients. Are you aiming for a rainbow on your plate every day? And what about the pillars of health that extend beyond nutrition? Are you staying adequately hydrated with water, not just sugary juices? Are you incorporating regular physical activity, even if it's gentle movement, to keep your muscles strong and your joints mobile? Are you prioritizing sleep, which is so crucial for repair and cognitive function? And let's not forget social connection and mental well-being, which play an enormous role in our overall vitality. Sometimes, the pursuit of the perfect diet or the miracle food can become a source of stress in itself. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistent, mindful choices that support your body and mind. It's about understanding principles, not just memorizing lists of good foods. Ultimately, the power to nourish yourself well lies with you. Armed with information, not just the headlines, but the deeper considerations, you can make choices that truly serve your health goals. Perhaps this discussion has prompted you to think differently about some of the fruits you eat, Or maybe it's reinforced some already healthy habits. I'm genuinely curious. What's one takeaway from our chat today that you might apply in your own life? Or perhaps there's a fruit you believe deserves more attention, or a health concern you'd like us to explore in a future discussion. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights and experiences enrich this community. If you found this deeper dive helpful and appreciate a more nuanced look at health topics, I'd be so grateful if you'd give this video a thumbs up. Share it with friends or family who might also benefit, and consider subscribing to our channel. We aim to provide sensible, balanced, and empowering information to help you live your healthiest, most vibrant life at every age. Remember, your health journey is unique. It's not about chasing fleeting trends or miracle cures. It's about building a foundation of smart, sustainable habits. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Be well, make informed choices, and know that every small, positive step you take is an investment in your well-being. Until next time, take good care.